How's it going, guys? So the video that I have been trying to work together for about 4 or so months now, which is my herb box video. As many of you guys know, on old school, if you guys do Nightmare Zone, you get points whenever you kill things in there, and you can buy a selection of a bunch of things with those points. The main thing that people normally do buy at this mini game is PRS, and I decided to, instead of buying a bunch of PRS in just one day using all my points, I would buy herb boxes every single day until basically I got bored and wanted to open them up, or I needed money and I wanted to open them up as well. So every day right now you're allowed to buy 15 herb boxes. Each box costs 9,500 points, which is like 142.5k points a day. Maybe times that by 30 for you guys, so you guys know how much will be every single month. 4,275,000 points. So if you guys go Nightmare Zone right now, get around 4.3 million points. You won't have to do Nightmare Zone for an entire month and just go and buy herb boxes every single day. Now, every single day, by that I mean at reset time. On RS2, we have a reset time, which is for daily tasks, daily challenges, stuff like that, which right now for me is 8 p.m. Eastern, which I believe that would be 1 a.m. for the UK, the British time, whatever that is. It's GMT, I believe. I would say just buy them before you go to bed or whenever you wake up, and you won't forget. Now in the description, guys, I will put all the herbs I've received. Obviously, they're all unidentified at the moment, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones they are. But I did obviously clean them and see which ones they all are, since I had the herb levels to clean every single one of them. It wasn't an issue for me. But I'd like to get straight to the point before I go off topic too much. So all the herbs in total, guys, I sold off at my stream. I sold them unidentified. I sold them for normal price that a normal clean one is for. So I mean, it's not like I overpriced or anything. But if you guys want to know, whenever you do have herbs that are sometimes in bulk, you can get a little bit higher price than normal price, because right now, especially, a lot of people are kind of trying to get Ranarrs at the for a very high price at the moment, because they are in really bad need for a lot of players, including myself. So Ranarrs were pretty easy to sell for a little bit of a higher price. Now this is a total of 20,000 herbs as well. Each box gives you 10 herbs in total, and I think the highest it goes up to is Dwarf and like Lantadymes. You don't get any snapdragons, you don't get any toadflax, and you don't get any torstols and any crazy ones I think I'm missing. I think it's just those ones right there that you do not get from this box, just to give you guys that tip. So if you guys don't see any toadflax, you're not supposed to get any. It's unfortunate you don't get any snapdragons, because if you did get snapdragons, that would be like an extra 10 plus mil probably profit from all this, but you don't get any of those. But yes, when everything was sold, I made 31 million coins total profit, 31 point something, I guess. And I did keep my dwarfs and my Lantadymes, mostly because they're only 1k each, and those are higher level herbs that I'm going to probably end up using someday to make my potions for herbal levels. So I did keep that, so you can probably round it up to 32 plus mil, because those are at least 1k each. But I just like keep them because they're a high level herb and they're very cheap. Now, the total amount of points I spent on doing all this, I believe this took me roughly about 4 months. You could buy 450 a month, so just do the math there, I guess. That'll be 1,800 in 4 months. So a little bit over 4 months, which is a very long time. That's a quarter, no, 1/3 of a year. That's crazy. This cost me 18.1 million points from Nightmare Zone, and it equals out to 31 mil, which is quite a bit. Now, if you guys were to buy PRS instead of this, I'm going to obviously compare this for you guys, because that's kind of the main point of the video, which is why I want to get straight to the point. If you were to buy PRS, you would get 258,535 PRS with the same amount of points. The only thing is that you can buy the PRS all in one day, and you don't have to worry about coming back every single day. But the true value of that, and I'm going to go by what the price checker is here. Everyone's selling for 40 each at the moment, and everyone's buying for 35. So I'm just going to say 37 GP. I'll even do 37.5 just to completely average it out. I would assume you could sell for around there. That comes out to 9.5, 9.6 mil. So I took 9.6 mil that I would have probably ended up getting anyways. Took my time, spent about 4 months buying all this, and instead of that, I received an extra like 22 million coins, which is a very big profit. So I guess the question is if this is worth it for you guys. For me, this is definitely worth it. I'll even get a little bit more deeper into it for you guys, just to give you guys more of a smaller example. So basically, instead of buying the PRS, I bought the herb boxes, obviously, which made me an extra 20 mil in the matter of 4 months, which basically means I made myself 5 mil extra what I would have made every single month. So is it worth buying herb boxes every single day to make an extra 5 mil a month for you guys? That is basically the question. For me, definitely. That's like 3+ whips every single month I get for free. That's like one every freaking 10 days for free. If you guys want to look at it like that, then you may. Obviously, it might help you guys out. But for me, definitely it's worth buying. And the good thing about this as well is that I don't think any of these herbs will really ever go down too much. I will say one thing is that herbs right now are a very high climax, especially the Ranarrs. But at this point, I don't even know if they will ever go back down because there is no bots and everybody uses prayer pots, and you know it really just depends on the amount of seed drops you get or just Ranarrs itself. And I feel like prayer pots are being used a lot faster than right now we actually get them into the game. So gotta think that these Ranarrs won't ever really go down too much more. I did, however, sell each Ranarr for 12,000 each, I believe it was. Yeah, 12. Yeah, around there, 12, 12.5, something like that, which is around their average price. Anyways, a little bit above because it is in bulk. Like I said, if you have bulk, you can sometimes sell for higher, especially with things like this. Now, one last thing I'm going to ask before this video is over is, does this make you guys start wanting to buy herb boxes every single day? Like I said, 140 something thousand points every day is all you have to get, and you're able to do this. If I go right now to Nightmare Zone, I stay in there for about 2 or 3 hours, I believe it is, and I get like 1,000,000 points without even running out of potions. That's with full proselyte and like 9 overloads, 85 prayer. And I don't use any specialists because I'm just normally AFKing it and I'm playing Runescape 3 at the same time, so I don't really have to focus too much on using Gmaul or SGS spec. But there is a future video I might possibly make with a few ways of doing Nightmare Zone that will limit your prices a little bit, because obviously you need to use prayer pots while you are in there. Which, you know, I guess does conclude to me to the whole profit thing. You don't really exactly make as much as I have because you do use money on prayer pots as you get all these Nightmare Zone points, not Slayer. So yeah, now that math I could probably do sometime later on in the future. I can just give you guys a little bit of an update. And if I do figure out that math, I will just update the description sometime in the future, and you guys will see how much I spent on the potions. I'm going to assume if I get 1,000,000 points and I use roughly 20 prayer pots and about 18 prayer pots. I'm going to say right here I roughly use 4.9 mil. If I use 18 prayer pots in inventory, which I do roughly do that, I use 9 to 10 overloads. And that's 15,000 each. I'm going to times that by 18 because I normally get 1,000,000 points every single time I go in there. I roughly spend about 5 mil on prayer pots if you guys would like to know that as well. But there is a way you can kind of surpass that, which is by using an SGS, which I will probably get into sometime in the future. You could technically only spend like maybe 1,000,000 GP on prayer pots. But yeah, there is overall value right there, guys. I guess a total of like 27 mil profit if you include using prayer pots with level 85 prayers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of extended a little bit too much, but I did say the total profit halfway in the video, which I'm happy about. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I guess, like I said before, the last question is this worth it for you guys? Comment below if it is or not. And good luck buying herb boxes every day. Try not to forget buying them for sure. If it's on your mind, go ahead and buy them right away because you will not do it later. You'll probably forget. So if they're on your mind, go buy them as soon as you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.